Welcome back to Panero's Mind, people. Just getting some air on this nice hot day. It's a sticky day today, you know. So outside, I'm looking up into the sky. It's reminding me of the days where I managed to chill when I was younger and with the man, and I used to see a lot of shooting stars, man. I remember like me, A13, Reno, G Money. We chilling out, smoking something. You know what I mean? Looking up at the sky, you know what I mean? And we noticed certain like shooting stars, like a lot of shooting stars. You don't really see too much of them these days with their own naked eye, you know? You know, I'll tell you something, people. I did see something crazy last night. It looked like a pumpkin in the sky, you know? This guy's been doing some strange stuff lately, you know what I mean? But thought I'd just come out for some air. Comets, wow, shooting stars, you know what I mean? They could be UFOs for all we know, comets, you know what I mean? I don't know what the hell is going on over here, people, but check this out. What the heck? Interesting, but anyway, let's get back to the point. So, shooting stars, UFOs, whatever, where they coming from, you know what I mean? But let me tell you something. Reports are flooding in. But anyway, check out the reports lately on these comets.
Look at that. What is that?
A bright object was seen streaming across the Colorado sky over the weekend. It wasn't a UFO. Astronomers say it was a fireball meteor.
That just means it was unusually bright and possibly even big enough to have hit the ground.
Some of the reports described it as a big red fireball. One said the light from the meteor lit up the entire block. Really amazing to see that.
And it was pretty substantial. Like that was a fairly decent one.
Margaret Landis with the University of Colorado says most of the shooting stars we see in a normal meteor shower are about the size of a grain of sand up to a pebble. But a fireball can commonly be 3 feet in diameter or larger.
The interest and the excitement for this one and why I kind of regret being asleep at 3 a.m. Was it was observed by so many people, so it's not a particularly small one.
The American Meteor Society says they received reports from Wyoming all the way to New Mexico.
It's breathtaking.
It's extremely bright. I mean, there could be an alien that has just landed, but you know.
The aliens, they are back now. The government told us.
There's video, proof.
Check this out. A green meteor captured on camera along the Gulf Coast early yesterday morning. Wow, this video is from the Louisiana-Mississippi state line, but the American Meteorological Society said it also received calls from people in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and here in Texas.
Louisiana captured images of a glowing fireball in the sky early this morning. The celestial show was visible across several states.
And reports came from anywhere between Texas and Florida. But there are now reports coming in as far away as California. So this was a big event. But check this out. The fireball was caught by this security camera in Thibodaux from Chantel Danos. You can see how it just lights up the sky and the neighborhood like it's in the middle of the day for just a brief couple of seconds.
Well, a small town in rural Queensland has become a meteor landing site. Locals across the north of the state reported seeing a bright green flash on Saturday night before hearing a loud bang. Astrophysicists believe the meteor, no bigger than a metre wide, landed somewhere in Croydon, which is a 6-hour drive inland from Cairns, with a population of just 300 people.
Yeah, it was a shock, bit of disbelief, but night turning today for a for a few seconds, and then soon after, a god almighty roar, a really loud bang like explosion just on the edge of town somewhere.
Lighting up the night sky over North Queensland. A meteor turned fireball as it entered the atmosphere and landed west of Townsville. Its light show captured by locals at home from the road, this from Cairns Airport, and even from the air.
It was very intense. I didn't know what it was at first. I thought it might have been a laser.
Flight paramedic Michael Paulson was between Charters Towers and Townsville when he saw the flash.
I've only seen this once before in the distance many years ago, and this was a lot brighter. And I thought, well, it missed us, so I'm going to get myself a lotto ticket and see whether it brings some good luck.
Experts have now confirmed what it was.
Well, definitely a natural object. Yeah, you know, to have one over a populated area, also on a Saturday evening when people are out and about, you know, reveling in Saturday activities, you know, it's kind of a special treat. So I think that's a cool combination of, it doesn't happen that often, but the timing and location is ideal.
We just got this new image in of an historic event at an equally historic location, a green-hued comet that has not been visible in the night sky since the Stone Age. That's about 50,000 years ago. It was recently photographed above Stonehenge in England. As close as the comet got to Earth, it was still a ways away, more than 100 times the distance to the moon, but it is a rare and historic treat to see it.
Well, the thing that's really cool about this is time, right? If you think of the comet as it goes around in its orbit as like a clock, then the last time that, you know, the hands were pointing to where it is now was the Ice Age, essentially, when there was, you know, 2 miles of ice above my head in Rochester, and the entire world's population could fit into Cleveland. So, you know, it's just... what this really shows us is these comets are visitors from, you know, the dawn of time in many ways. And it's just such an amazing thing to think about. You know, the last time this comet went by, it was all forests, and now it's, you know, New York City and TikTok. So the comet's probably pretty surprised.
So people, one thing I want to ask you, like, can you imagine if 10 of those things hit at once? You see how the sky did light up? And that was just one. So you can imagine 10 of them. Don't forget the great book tells us that we're going to be seeing things that your eyes are not used to. Just imagine 10 of those. Imagine 10 of those. Wow. But anyway, keep your eyes to the skies, people. Peace.